Well, everyone, after lots of delays, directors, and production messes, The Flash finally came to theaters this past Friday. But did it live up to the hype? And the short answer is unfortunately no, in my opinion. Because I do know that there also were a lot of people who did like this movie, so I'd say if you want to check this movie out, then go ahead, because you never know if you'll like it or not. But this movie was just not for me. I mean, I think the first half was fine, I think it's watchable, but the second half was kind of a disaster. Okay, so let's talk about the characters, beginning with Ezra Miller's Flash, who has absolutely no controversy surrounding him at all right now. But looking past that, I'd say he did a decent enough job, and it was pretty cool to see two Barry Allens in this movie, because in that way we saw how our older Barry has matured since his appearance in Justice League, but I still miss Grant Gustin. And then we got Michael Keaton's triumphant return as Batman. Yeah, not as triumphant as I thought, because honestly, it just seemed like he didn't even want to be in this movie. I really don't even know what he did other than fly his bat plane and die. Twice. I did like Ben Affleck's Batman though, and his suit was really nice in this movie. And then there's Supergirl, who, I mean, she was good, but barely in the movie at all. Oh, and Wonder Woman showed up out of nowhere, so that was pretty cool, I guess. But one of the worst things about this movie was you guessed it, the CGI, because unfortunately it wasn't super great even with the budget. And I know that the director said that it was purposeful, as that's how the Flash sees the world, and you know, sometimes I can see that, but there's truly some scenes where it's not even from the Flash's perspective, and the CGI still isn't that great. Not to mention there were a lot of times where they used CGI when they didn't even need to, which hurt the film a lot. But the absolute major reason I did not enjoy this movie that much was the story. And as I said before, I did somewhat enjoy the first half, or at least it was much better than the second half. Because I liked the whole beginning with the Flash, Batman, and Wonder Woman, because it really made it feel like we were in this awesome connected universe. But I really wish Henry Cavill's Superman was there. But the whole baby scene was something I didn't really enjoy. But it was kind of funny at some points, okay? I also liked how Barry and Bruce were able to connect over the loss of both their parents at a young age. And then once Barry went back in time and stopped his mother from dying, it was amazing to see how emotional he got being with both of his parents yet again. And then when his younger self came into play, I loved how the older Barry acted as his mentor, and it was cool to see Barry's origin story through his younger self, since we never saw it in the Justice League movie. All of this I thought was pretty decent and made me pretty excited for the rest of the movie. But unfortunately, that's kind of where it all went downhill. When they both found Michael Keaton's Batman, his whole explanation of time was pretty cool, but it just didn't make sense to me why he had retired from being Batman, especially since there's still going to be crime even if it's not in Gotham. And as I said before, Michael Keaton just overall didn't feel like Batman in this movie, and he didn't feel like he really wanted to be there. And from there, the rest of the movie just felt like a huge, boring CGI fest, especially the final battle. I mean, I don't even know what was going on there. It just wasn't even fun to watch at that point. And that ending, well, don't even get me started on that. The whole twist villain with Dark Flash was pretty pointless, and he was defeated way too easily. In reality, the main villain should have been Zod, because that would have brought the DCU full circle, or the Reverse Flash, because he is the Flash's arch nemesis. But I feel like since this universe is ending, it would have just been best to keep Zod as the main villain. And the whole world's colliding part had some just okay cameos, but I really was hoping for Grant Gustin. Sadly, he did not show up. Alright, and then Barry changes the timeline so his mom does die to the Reverse Flash, but of course he doesn't learn his lesson and decides to change the timeline again so that his dad doesn't go to jail, which causes Bruce to now be, drumroll please, George Clooney. Yeah, I know, came out of nowhere for me, and it was especially weird since Clooney hated being Batman in the Batman and Robin movie that came out such a long time ago. But yeah, let's just take a moment to say goodbye to Ben Affleck's Batman. So yeah, this whole thing just confused me even more. Like, is George Clooney now the new Batman for James Gunn's DCU, or is Barry just stuck in a different universe? I don't know, but yeah, last thing is the post-credit scene. It's not amazing, but it does tell us that Jason Momoa is staying as Aquaman, at least in this universe that Barry is in. So that made me pretty happy because I like him as Aquaman, but in the end, I really just did not enjoy this movie. So let us know what you guys thought in the comments. Otherwise, thank you all for watching so much, And if you don't mind me, I'm going to go and watch Across the Spider-Verse for about like the 12th time in theaters right now because it is such a great movie.